Great. Good morning. I'm Mr. Ndlovu Sifas, Deputy Principal for Imbali Combined School, in charge of curriculum for high school, grade 7 to 12. Currently, we are in the middle of term 3, the shortest term of the year, and as I speak, we are in the middle of term 3 assessments. This week, we are winding our SPA formal assessments, excluding the control tests. And then starting next week on Monday, grade 7 to 11, they are winding their controlled tests, which will mark the end of assessments for term 3, except for FET, where we have common control tests. Remember, term 1 and 3, we're not having examinations. It's simple control tests which test the content for term 3. So the message that I can give and appeal to both learners and parents is that these 2 weeks that we are in are the most hectic weeks of the term, and we would expect zero absenteeism from learners, because if learners become absent, then it means they will miss on formal assessments, which will make resulting very difficult at the end of the term. Also, to the learners, I would appeal for them to make every minute count, because formal assessments can only be done by a learner who is emotionally and psychologically prepared for the assessment. Otherwise, no positive results will come out of writing those assessments if learners are not in their right frame of mind. We appeal to learners not to waste time by idling, but rather to focus more on their studies. And parents, being the main pillars for these learners, we ask them to assist them in the best way they can, such that they give moral support and make sure that these learners, when they are at home, they do revise their work. Otherwise, if there is no revision that is taking place at home, it means the hard work that the teachers are doing in the classes will be lost somewhere between the classroom and the homes. So what they do at home is more important than what is being done in the classes. So we encourage parents to please support these learners such that they can wind up their assessments without much problems. Absenteeism is a no-no, and late coming again, we encourage parents to make sure that their learners leave their homes on time. Those that use transport We appeal to parents to make sure that the transport that they are using is a reliable transport, such that learners can be on time at school rather than to miss out because they are coming late. And also we appeal to parents to monitor and nurture these learners in terms of their behavior. We know we are living in a volatile environment, and learners tend to copy the misbehavior that they are seeing in social medias and also in the communities, and then they bring those misbehaviors to school. Remember, to the young learners, a learner who misbehaves is a hero to the others. Yet, in reality, such a learner is just digging his or her own grave. So we are appealing to parents to assist in guiding these learners such that their behaviors are exemplary. I always say discipline is the cornerstone for any educational endeavor. Without proper discipline, there is no learning that can take place, and no results can come out of an indisciplined person. So we appeal to parents to assist us in terms of discipline, in terms of late coming, in terms of absenteeism. We know if we work hand in glove with the parents, these learners at the end of the day, they will definitely give us what we want. For the matriculants, prelim has started. They have written both home language and FAL paper 3. On the 28th, they are writing paper 2 home language. On the 31st, they are writing paper 1 home language, which means by the 31st, the home language will be done with all papers. And then the generality of the rest of the examinations for prelim will start full swing on the 1st of September. So we expect starting on next week, a very hectic week to be very, very hectic. So for our matriculants, the timetable from the 1st is packed, and most subjects, actually all subjects from the 1st is provincial papers. And LO, they are winding LO on the 4th. So it means come 1st of September, everything will be hectic for the matriculants. We advise parents to make sure that their kids have the right stationery for examinations. We'll provide answer sheets for matriculants, but things like calculators, pens, pencils, rubbers, everything. We expect parents to meet us halfway and make sure that these learners have the right materials. Calculators, please make sure they are in right working order. And it's advisable that for examination purposes, these learners must use the calculator that they have been using during their studies. Not for a learner to buy a new calculator specific for exam, because Remember, calculators have programs that are fed in. So if you use a new calculator in the exam for the first time, you may not understand the calculator if it starts misbehaving. But if you are using the one that you have always been using, then it becomes easier. So we encourage learners and parents to work together. Learners who have challenges, let them come forward. And parents, especially for grade 12s, those who have not yet taken IDs, is now getting too late. So we encourage parents to take documentation for their learners seriously. We know that learners who will write without identification will not be resulted at the end of the year. So we don't want to find any of our learners in that predicament. It has never happened to our school, so we don't want it to happen this year. So with that, I thank you very much.